All right, welcome back to AirVenture Touch and Go Information Echo, or Evelyn, as I've been told it's going to be referred to as well. It's the Friday recap. We've been here for a number of days now, and Maddie has gone home. It's just Badger and I, and we're joined by the Badger children.
Yep, information Evelyn includes my younger daughter Evelyn as well as my older daughter Adeline. And she's giving me a look. The listeners know you as Adeline, but she prefers Brielle, so there you go.
Brielle, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Now I know.
What did you do today, Jim?
Today, I only got to one interview. I interviewed Jerry Burke. He was the guy who did all the plane talks on EAA's Boeing Plaza before Ryan Dombrowski took that over in 2022. He's written a book about all the volunteers that come together to make this event even happen. So he says there's on average about 5,000 volunteers throughout the grounds over the course of AirVenture. So anything from working warbirds, ultralights, some of the air operations stuff. Even some of the performers are volunteers, not getting paid to be here. They are invited by EAA to participate in the air shows, and they all do it for volunteer. So I didn't know that.
Awesome, very cool. I look forward to listening to it.
What were you guys up to this morning while I was doing some interviews?
Not interviewing, that's for sure.
Well, the kids were in charge today, right?
Right, exactly. Today was the kids in charge day for sure. I went home last night, slept in my own bed, got a nice hot shower, and brought the girls up today. And we started the day at KidVenture. And girls, if you want to take over and tell the people what all we did at KidVenture today.
So basically we did a bunch of fun activities, and I think my favorite activity that I probably did was making my own name tag badge, and it was really fun.
What did you make that of?
It was I don't know.
Metal.
You're totally not distracted by the things in the sky with pyrotechnics.
Yeah, it's
sparklers
the
and everything.
Paragliders are going with sparklers. Do you remember the technique that you used to make your name tag?
Well, there were some smaller screws, and then you had you had two different, you had kind of a drill and a little gun that went back and forth, and it kind of flattened the screw.
It sounds like a riveting activity.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
That's a riveting story.
Yes, exactly.
That was a terrible pun.
I'm so embarrassed.
As
Why?
you should be.
I don't know. I think it's a dad joke.
So that was your favorite, Brielle. What was your favorite activity at KidVenture?
I really enjoyed the I really liked the pre-flight checkup. I thought that was very interesting because a lot of the other activities were kind of just making stuff that was a smaller version. But this was this is what an actual pilot does, and it isn't it isn't. It is interactive, and it was smaller than what it actually is, but it was closer to the other activities of how pilots actually do their stuff.
Awesome, and we got our 8 activities done for the day, and you girls earned your toolboxes.
Yeah.
What else did we do today?
We saw some of the air show earlier. And I think my favorite part of that was the plane that's when it goes past, the sound is delayed, and it's so loud that it feels vibration.
I thought it was.
And it's so loud that you can feel vibrations. I love that plane. It's my favorite one.
Is that the Growlers? The F-18 Growlers?
Yep, F-18 Growlers was
Sounds about
probably
right.
that.
Those were also my favorite. But another thing we did today was we kind of just walked around and we got our free stuff.
What free stuff did you get?
Well, we got a lot of stickers, that's for sure. I got a water bottle, a light-up wristband, which I'm going to wear to the night show tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a good thing to have for the
you
night
just
show.
turned yours on very bright.
Of course I did.
Our listeners can't see that you have your
This is
wristband
an
lit up.
audio-only
Yeah.
Yeah,
podcast.
still. But there were a lot of fun things to do and to explore, and also it wasn't too hot out today, which was really nice.
I would totally agree with that. The weather was amazing today.
It wasn't too hot.
Wasn't that hot at all. Nice little breeze. Not a cloud in sight. It was absolutely gorgeous out on the grounds today. As it kind of has been most of the week. We had that one day with some rain, but other than that, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been really nice, and tomorrow's forecast looks to be more of the same.
Which is good.
What do you have in store for tomorrow, Jim?
Well, I'm going to cover the air show real quick first.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So while we all got together to watch the air show for a bit, and then I ended up meeting up with Ed and Caitlin from the Flying Stampede and some friends of theirs to watch the remainder of the air show. You guys had gone back to the campsite for a little while. I gotta say that the Snowbirds were really impressive. I'm going to say something that might sound like an insult, but it's not, I promise. It was the most Canadian aerial demonstration I could think of. It wasn't like the American demonstration teams where, they're going to come and blow your drums out with these high-speed passes and things like that. Their demonstration was precise. It was graceful in the way that they did their maneuvers and loops and slow passes. And their breakaways were pretty cool, too. So, I mean, it's not like I said, like you'd expect from the American teams where it's high speed, adrenaline pumping, but it was really, really great to watch. So with a 9-ship formation like that, they put on a really great show.
Something that I really liked about the air show today was definitely, I forgot her name, but it was like, she did a bunch of like acrobatics in like the air on her airplane. What was her name again?
Wagstaff.
Patty Wagstaff, yep.
Yeah. I thought that part was probably my favorite out of the entire show, because I thought it was really cool how she did like a bunch of like almost like somersaults almost in the air, and like she just kept on twisting and twisting and twisting, and she did so many times in a row, and I thought that was really, really cool.
I also really liked the formations. The Canadian ones were really cool when they were like locked together and then they split apart. I found that really impressive, and I think it was really fun to watch, and it must have taken a lot of skill and a lot of strength to do that.
Yeah, their formations flew over our campsite while we were cooking dinner, so that was a really cool way to have
dinner show.
Yeah, so kudos to them.
And we're wrapping up the night over at the ultralight field. We watched some fun STOL demonstrations. We watched a demonstration of it's not a UAV type of thing, but it's kind of the same technology with what is the word I'm looking for?
It was some sort of electric drone looking thing. It reminded me a lot, and I had heard that it's similar to the Black Fly that they showed last year. But last year I know it was all remote controlled, and this year it had pilots on it.
Yeah, it was 2 female pilots were manning that, doing some maneuvers with that.
But
What the heck? Royal.
Charge.
Yeah. What was that for?
The races are starting. I don't know.
What races?
But before that, we met up with you guys for the STOL demo over at the ultralight field. And girls, this was your first time seeing a STOL demo with the short takeoffs and landings. What did you think of it?
I thought it was really, really cool. And I think it's crazy how that one plane, I think its number was like 44, and it just went like straight up. It didn't have a long like takeoff or anything, and it did really good.
Yeah, number 44 was my personal favorite, probably because they were the best. But I think that was so impressive, and they must have practiced that for hours and hours and hours. And was it a competition?
This was just a demo. There wasn't a competition tonight.
Well, if this was a competition, I'd say they would probably win. They did a very good job, especially the takeoff parts. Yes, it was just straight up into the air, barely went forward before they got up.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap up our week at AirVenture here. Just one more day to go. We're going to go meet up with the opposing bases crew, watch their live podcasts, and probably run into the guys from Midlife Pilot and chat, connect with them, maybe do an interview here or there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and more than anything else, I'm looking forward to not having to hear Jeff talk about it for another year.
I feel like it's still going to come up, even if we try to not do that.
I'm sure it will, but for any listeners that are hearing this before the OB live recording, we'll be there 10 a.m. at the AOPA stage, and it'll be followed by a meet and greet that I'm claiming as my own and have been for a while, and the OB guys might show up. So
sure, it's
you're crashing their event. We talked about this.
Exactly.
So, no, I think that'll be a good time, and then it'll be a get out of town day for me. You guys are going to stay for the night air show, though, right?
Yeah, we'll stay for the night air show. My wife is coming up. Her sister and their family are coming as well, and our nephews on that end are huge Warbird fans, so we'll probably be spending almost our entire day up on the north end.
Okay. All right. Anything else we need to cover or want to cover?
Girls, 10 words or less.
10 words or less?
I can't do that.
What's that?
I know you can't do
There's
that.
one thing I like to, there's one thing I like to say, though.
Okay, one thing.
If you didn't go to Oshkosh this year, definitely try to make it next year because it's really fun. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, go ahead.
One more thing about the air show today was I really liked how one airplane was fueling another airplane, and then the other airplane
the
that just
refueling
got
demo.
fueled
Yeah, that was cool.
just went away. I thought that was really, really cool. I've seen it before, but I'm just really fascinated by it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was really cool to me, too. I think it's amazing that they can just do that in the air.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't talk about that either. That demonstration from the Wisconsin Guard was incredible, with the different aviation components, just with the Air Guard, with the F-35, with the refueling, and then they've got helicopters coming in from Army Aviation, some howitzers. It was just a really cool display that they put on. So a lot of people taking pictures, a lot of people giving that a lot of attention when they were on the ground. So really cool to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I'm assuming it was the 115th out of Madison for the F-35s, and the
I think it was.
and probably the KC-135 was from the 128th in Milwaukee. So whether it was those guys or not, shout out to those guys. They are awesome.
Absolutely. So I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. How about you guys?
Yep.
Nope.
All right, I think maybe we should call it a night and
Sure.
reconvene tomorrow for our last day at AirVenture.
All right, that sounds good. Well, thanks for listening to this edition of AirVenture 2024 Touch and Go Information Echo. And until tomorrow,
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
see you.